4 aspiring schools aiming for glory. Sky Blue Diamond Academy beat their opponents and emerged as the winning school in the first round of the tournament on Monday, 18th March 2024. Galaxy JAMB College, however, won the next round, proving to us that they are gems indeed. Holy Cross Secondary School fought their way through, joining the list of the top 4 schools advancing to the semi-finals. St. Bridget's College, the first ever champion of the On the Contrary debate, is here again. Will they retain their undefeated streak? Find out this Friday by 12 noon and 4 p.m. respectively on AIMBA 94.3 FM, Legend 98.3 FM, and Rose 101.9 FM, Abba.
And our radio debate has reached a crescendo. The semi-final. Welcome. Good afternoon and welcome to the semi-final of the School Radio Debate Championship. It's another exciting intellectual showdown. Today, we have 2 formidable teams vying for a spot in the final. Yes, indeed, each armed with sharp minds and persuasive arguments. It is sure to be a clash of titans that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Welcome once again. My name is Michael Oni.
And my name is Ifoma. Let me remind the listener of the format. Each team will have the opportunity to present their arguments, counter-arguments and rebuttals on the topic at hand. Our esteemed panel of judges will evaluate the teams based on the strength of their arguments, their ability to engage with opposing viewpoints and their overall presentation. And remember, you can also join the conversation by sharing your thoughts on social media. We are reaching you live from our audio-visual studio in the city of Abba, and we are live on all our radio stations talking about AIMBA 94.3 FM, Legend 98.3 FM, and Rose 101.9 FM.
skills and embracing the richness of constructive dialogue. And each participant brings a unique perspective, and it is through the clash of these perspectives that we illuminate the path toward greater understanding. And today our esteemed debaters will delve into the topic: tertiary institutions should be responsible for entrance examination, not JAMB. Before we introduce our schools and debaters, we have our panel of unbiased judges. It is imperative that we have astute judges who can discern the arguments presented. We are privileged to have 3 distinguished judges as usual, but this time 2 internal judges and 1 external, each bringing a wealth of expertise and a commitment to impartiality. Joining us today is a distinguished individual whose insights are widely respected in the realm of journalism. Please welcome Sonny Wankwo, a prominent journalist who writes for a national newspaper. Sonny, you're welcome to another edition, semi-final of On the Contrary.
Thank you, Michael.
What are we expecting from you today?
Michael, you know that like the football match, when it gets to this point, in every competition, it's always we expect a battle of the titans, and it's not a mean feat for you to have been here. So if you get to this stage, it means that you know what you are doing, and they say that to whom much is given, much is expected of the person. So we expect fireworks from the students who are here today.
We're expecting fireworks. Thank you. Round of applause to Sonny. Thank you. Sonny, with a keen eye for detail and a knack for uncovering truth, he brings a wealth of experience to our panel of judges.
And now, joining our esteemed panel of judges, we have a seasoned professional whose voice resonates across the airwaves on our sister station, Legend 98.3 FM. Please give a warm welcome to Spike, a distinguished broadcast journalist. His presence enriches our panel, ensuring that we have a comprehensive perspective on the arguments presented in today's debate.
All right, good morning to you. Good afternoon, rather, and it's nice to be here again.
What are we expecting from you today?
Well, unbiased judgment on this debate, and also I'm actually looking forward to learning from the students, not just about trying to judge them, but also to learn from them. So in as much as you're putting out great points, make sure I'm able to understand what you're saying and drive your points home.
All right, thank you, Judge Spike. And now, joining our esteemed panel of judges, we have another seasoned professional voice, a seasoned professional whose voice resonates across the airwaves on our sister station, Rose 101.9 FM. Abba, please give a warm welcome to Tarima, a distinguished broadcast journalist, ladies and gentlemen. A beloved on-air personality whose charismatic presence lights up the radio waves and captivates audiences across Abia State and the nation. Well, welcome. What are we looking out for today?
First of all, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm super excited to be here. As Judge Sonny said earlier, he said that if you've gotten to this stage, that means you know your onions. So we're expecting lots of points to be dished out, and I hope you're able to drive home your points. And as well, I'm here to also learn from you as well. We learn every single day. We learn, we unlearn, and we also relearn every single day. So, yep, I'm looking forward to today's edition. Thank you, Michael.
Yes, indeed. She's looking forward to today's edition. And it is essential to acknowledge the impartial arbiters. They will ensure fairness and integrity throughout our debate. Now let's introduce the schools. Ladies and gentlemen, first up, we have Holy Cross Secondary School, with a team of talented debaters who have tirelessly prepared to defend their position with eloquence and conviction, a track record of excellence, and a burning passion for intellectual inquiry. And they are determined, I believe, to leave their mark on this competition. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Holy Cross Secondary School. The lead speaker of Holy Cross School making a return after that narrow qualification through the best loser category. Wanko Unken Nocherem SS2 Act, a 16-year-old aspiring to become a lawyer. Unkem, you welcome back to. It is a story of you never expected it, right?
Yes, sir.
So, what are you bringing on the stage today?
I'll say that I'm bringing back my best. I'll bring out my best in this debate competition because you guys gave us an opportunity. So, and I expect that victory will be ours at last.
Are you sure victory will be yours?
Yes, very sure.
Okay,
sir.
you can pass the microphone to your supporting speaker, Onyejeje Chidinma, which is the final. Yeah. Onyejeje Chidinma is of the SS3 Science of Holy Cross Secondary School, S16 studios of Enyimba TV and Radio Limited.
My best, in fact, I'll bring the best of my best to this debate. As far as we are
use the microphone, just talk to the microphone. Yeah.
I'll bring the best of my best as long as we are given the opportunity to come back. I'll try to make judicious use of it.
Okay, that depends on your performance. A round of applause for both speakers. Thank you. And to the opposing school, Galaxy JAMB College, another group of formidable debaters equally equipped with sharp intellects and unyielding commitment to their cause. It's a clash of the titans that promises to keep you on the edge of your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Galaxy JAMB College. The lead speaker is Joseph Christabel of SS2 Act, a 14-year-old aspiring to be a public relations officer. Christabel, you're welcome back.
Thank you, sir.
Are we expecting something different from what you brought during the group stages?
We're expecting nothing short of the best and hope to be educated today and get a lot of learning today. Thank you.
All right, she's here to learn. There you have it. You can pass the microphone to your supporting speaker, Okam Miracle of SS2 Science, a 15-year-old aspiring to be a dermatologist. You're welcome back to the studio.
Thank you, sir.
What are you bringing on today?
I'm bringing nothing short of what I brought the other day.
Nothing short of what you brought the other day. Are we expecting the same thing?
No, more.
More?
Yes.
In one word, can you describe what you're bringing on the stage today?
I would call it. No, I won't repeat. But I believe that as the audience.
One word.
No.
Yes. What's the word?
I'll bring something mind-blowing.
Mind-blowing.
Yes.
A round of applause for Galaxy JAMB College.
Welcome to all our debaters, bringing something mind-blowing, I guess. Our debaters will have the chance to perspective supported by evidence and reasoning in a respectful manner and articulate manner as well. And remember, dear listeners, you can join the conversation by sharing your thoughts on social media.
Yes, indeed. Enyimba FM, Enyimba 3 FM on Facebook, Legend 98.3 FM on Facebook, and Rose. Going to throw the lines open at some point during this competition. A round of applause to the listener. Yes. To tell you that we're acknowledging you. We know you're listening and watching. So without further delay, let the battle of intellects commence. We are start mount the podium now. He is 1 10-year-old aspiring to become a liar. Of course, proposing the topic, tertiary institutions should be responsible for entrance examination, not JAMB. Okay?
Yes, sir.
I can't hear your voice. Okay?
Yes, sir.
That's resounding, but not yet there. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. That's better. Are you ready?
Yes.
That.
Okay, so we'll take a look at the time that you have been allocated to make your points. Yeah, for the main speaker you have 7 minutes to make your points, and for the supporting speaker you have 5 minutes. During the rebuttal stage you have just 5 minutes. Now once you have 30 seconds to go, that is for the main speaker, 6 minutes 30 seconds, you will hear the first ring. The second ring means that you have 10 seconds to go, and on the third ring your time is up. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, that's it.
And
Thank you.
George, Spike will run us through other rules of engagement. All right.
All right, quickly, as you might already know, you'll be awarded for each point you make during your presentation, for each argument. If it's a valued argument, you get points for that. Now, here is what you need to notice, that the judges will be giving you a maximum of 3 points for each point, for each correct argument you make. A maximum of 3 points for each correct argument you make. So if you make more, you can multiply that and know how many you might get at the end of your argument. Also, your presentation style is also important, so don't just make your point. Make sure you're able to drive home. The way you present is key right here, and you do get a maximum. You know what maximum means? It might be lower than that, but it won't exceed 10 points in total for your presentation style. The same goes for the rebuttal. When we have the rebuttal, you have a maximum of 3 points for each point you make during the rebuttal, and you will all have a chance to make your rebuttal when it's time for that. I hope we get this.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's great. So we can go straight to the debate proper now. Okay, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Your time starts now.
Liberty, when it begins to take root, is a plant of rapid growth. Freedom, therefore, is nothing, absolutely nothing, but a chance to do better. Before I keep the ball still rolling and the flag flying, it is crucial that nobility be accorded to whom it is due. And to this end, I say, the moderator, panel of impartial judges, accurate timekeeper, my fellow debaters, ladies and gentlemen, most attentive listeners at home, good afternoon. On air is Nwankwo Nochere Meslinus from Holy Cross Secondary School, Umocham, Aba, proposing the motion which states that tertiary institutions should be responsible for entrance examination and not JAMB. First and foremost, I will begin with an explicit explanation of the two significant keywords attached to this debate topic, tertiary institution and JAMB. What is tertiary institution? Tertiary institution refers to universities or colleges that offer higher and advanced forms of education. In universities, colleges of education, polytechnics and monotechnics. It is also a college of advanced education at which tertiary or post-secondary education is provided. Then JAMB. Joint Admission Matriculation Board is a body responsible for the conduct of entrance examination into the Nigerian Institution of Higher Learning. I am of the opinion that tertiary institutions should be responsible for entrance examination and not JAMB with the following points. First, I would like to make my first strike with a brief history about JAMB. JAMB was established in 1978 with the responsibility to ensure uniform standard of conduct of matriculation on examination and placement of candidates into the nation's university. Well, good. JAMB was established under military decree by the then federal military government under the leadership of General Olusegun Obasanjo. This decree ended or was amended in 1989 to 1993. Does that have to ring a bell? JAMB should be scrapped because it is a product of an outdated government. My next point is assessment of students' academic ability. Tertiary institution being responsible for entrance examination can ensure that the assessment aligns closely with the institution's academic standard, values, and specific requirements. This assessment allows tertiary institutions to tailor their exams to reflect on what they consider important in potentials of students, leading to a more accurate evaluation of applicants. My next caption is decrease in examination malpractice. Tertiary institutions can implement stringent
stringent security protocol during examination administration to prevent unauthorized access to exam materials and deters cheating. Still on decrease in examination malpractice, customized exams. By designing their own exams, tertiary institutions can create unique and unpredictable test formats. And reduce the effect of cheating strategies in examination. My next point is academic excellence. Entrance examination managed by tertiary institution can contribute to higher educational standard, attracting motivated and qualified students, leading to academic excellence. However, merit-based admission. Tertiary institution advertises and prioritizes merit-based admission by rewarding hard work, dedication, and academic excellence. Take for instance, if tertiary institution should not be responsible for entrance examination, students will find it easy, or easier rather, to gain admission into the university through several means of personal connections, bribery and corruption, and admission quota. My next point is system malfunction. The responsibility of JAMB should be shifted to tertiary institution, not only because it is a product of an outdated government, but because it has recorded good number of malfunction. Take for instance, in different JAMB registration and examination centers, they make use of fairly used computers which can break down at any time, either in the process of writing the exam or in the process of registration, keeping students under frustration. We have now looked at the problem of power and network failure, which is the worst nightmare of every JAMBite. My next point is reduction of stress. If tertiary institutions should be responsible for entrance examination, students will not find it difficult to locate their schools for exam, venues for the exam, and when this is done, students will have 20 to 30 minutes to relax their head before the commencement of the examination. But in JAMB, reverse is the case. Then my question is, why do JAMB collect state of origin and local government of candidates during registration, since they will not post or assign that candidate to his or her town for the exam? However, transparency. In tertiary institution, transparency has been the order of the day, especially as regards to exam. If tertiary institutions should be responsible for entrance examination, there will be no manipulation of students' results, and students will not feel cheated with the scores given to them. Also overcrowdedness. People also complain of overcrowdedness in JAMB registration and examination centers. Take for instance, last year when Abia JAMB registration center was cancelled or sealed by JAMB, as report had it that Abia registration center or examination center, the examination malpractice has been the order of the day in Abia JAMB registration and examination center. Students or candidates have to travel to Omahia and Owerri to do their registration and write their examination. This led to the overcrowdedness the students witnessed in Owerri municipal registration and examination centers. My next point is quality assurance. Tertiary institution assures the country qualified. Tertiary institution assures the country qualified graduates yearly, because the admission is based on merit and academic excellence. My next point is innovation. The scientific innovation of JAMB was to restrict students to gain admission to the public or private universities of their choices, but they then post the students to the private and public universities they don't desire to go, where they pay exorbitant fees. This is against fundamental human rights, where individuals are entitled to make choices from alternative. My next point is poor payment of the JAMB staff. JAMB has no good record of payment of its staff. This make the JAMB staff to look more on the token money they will get from students, thus encouraging malpractice. From the above mentioned point, it is obvious that tertiary institutions should be responsible for entrance examination and not JAMB. With this point I have mentioned here, I hope I have been able to convince you and not to confuse you that tertiary institution should be responsible for entrance examination and not JAMB. Thank you.
There you have Wankwo Nkennocherem of Holy Cross Secondary School leading the debate for his school and hoping to qualify for the final. Thank you to our lead speaker from the first school. for setting the tone of this debate. Now let's hear from the opposing school. The lead speaker should walk to the stage now. Galaxy JAMB College. Representing Galaxy JAMB College, we have the lead speaker, Joseph Christabel of SS2 Act, a 14-year-old aspiring to be a public relations officer. Christabel, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
I can't hear you. Are you ready?
I'm ready, sir.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
If you're ready, your time starts now.
When the purpose of something is not known, abuse is inevitable. This stage is likened to the existence of JAMB in Nigeria. Many Nigerian students still do not understand the position and work of JAMB in Nigeria. That is why they tend not to appreciate it. The moderator, panel of impartial judges, accurate timekeeper, my co-debaters, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, greetings to you all. My name is Joseph Christopher from the Galaxy JAMB College. My colleague and I are here to strongly oppose the motion stating tertiary institution should be responsible for entrance examination, not JAMB, with the following points of mind. First, the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, JAMB, is a statutory board charged with the conduct of Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, UTME, for the admission of students into Nigerian universities, polytechnics, federal colleges, and other tertiary institutions. The legal instrument establishing this board was promulgated by the Act No. 2 of 1978 of the then federal military government and was amended by the Decree No. 33 of 1989. Consequently, several administrations of this board have made significant strides in keeping to the tenets of its administration and, of course, justifying the federal government funding of its operations for over 45 years today. So for us, it will only amount to wastages, constitutional breaches, and of course failure if JAMB was stripped of its sole propriety of conducting entrance examination for the nation. Since JAMB has not failed in its responsibility, I do not see any reason why their offices and engagement will be made of no effect, only to allow various schools the undue autonomy in admission process. Second, the conduct of entrance examination into tertiary institution is capital intensive and requires eligible manpower. Only JAMB has the financial capacity to make this possible. Because it is funded by the federal government, it has the financial capacity to assemble the expertise needed for the setting, administering, and of course, monitoring of examination processes. Today, JAMB is information technology driven with computer-based test method. Just recently, Federal Polytechnic Nekede in 2012 counted their losses when the number of applications for the students into computer sciences and science laboratory technology outnumbered the entire school's population. Guess what happened? Many of the students were not given the opportunity to participate in this exercise. What a futile adventure. But JAMB, with its full capacity and disposition, have administered its yearly examination to millions of Nigerian students who seek admission into Nigerian tertiary institutions with little or no constraints. Furthermore, JAMB helps to curb examination malpractice in public examinations in Nigeria. A candidate just got 134 in a JAMB examination after clearing his papers with 84 distinctions in the WAEC examination. Ridiculous, right? Make of that what you may. Indeed, JAMB has made commendable efforts and progress in addressing examination malpractice in Nigeria. The board has implemented various measures such as the use of biometric verification, the computer-based test, and of course, improved question management system in order to enhance the integrity of the government. JAMB has made use of many other techniques in making sure that the examination malpractice has been eradicated. Contrarily, many other examination bodies have had to battle with various forms of examination malpractice, Contrarily, many examination bodies have had to battle with various forms of examination malpractices and with their scourge assuming different dimensions of, and yet no progress in sight. Moreover, JAMB is quite affordable, and it is quite affordable for the common man. Recently, JAMB is at the expense cost of and around 6,000 naira. This is quite affordable for the common man. But if tertiary institutions were given the opportunity to make the entrance examination or to conduct entrance examination, they will use this means as exploitation against the Nigerian students. If tertiary institution can collect hundreds of thousands for just acceptance fee into the universities, then what will they collect for the entrance examinations fees? I will leave you, my ordinary opponent, to think about this. Finally, we all can see nowadays how desperate parents and schools have become regarding education. The education law says that a child has 6 years in primary school, 6 years in secondary school, and by the time he or she is done, he will be around the age of 18. Now, parents and schools, of course, tend to make children under the age of 4 or 5 to enter primary school, and by the time they are in the primary 4 or basic 5, they tend to be coerced into writing the common entrance examination. And when they are 14 or 15, still coerced into writing the SSCE in their SS2 classes. Is this right? Let me remind you, if any institution is found wanting in the enrollment of minors into any institution, they are going to be banned or filed to the law courts. I believe I have been able to prove to you sincerely and without doubt that the higher institution should not be responsible for conducting entrance examination. Instead, JAMB should. Thank you.
There you have it. The first speaker from both schools have spoken. Well, thank you to the opposing team lead from Galaxy JAMB College, Joseph Christabel, SS2 Act, 14-year-old that aspires to be a public relations officer, giving an assignment already to the opposing school. That assignment might be answered during the course of this debate competition. In case you just joined us, drop your comments. We will take calls and also messages on our socials, from Enyimba FM to Legend FM and Rose FM. We're also streaming live on the Facebook pages of these radio stations under the umbrella body of Enyimba TV and Radio Limited, live in the city of Aba. Before we move on, the supporting speakers will have a chance to drop their supporting arguments, but we're going straight to the judging table to reach out to our judges and see how far so far, so that the supporting speakers can prepare themselves on how to do the supporting role very well, to play the supporting role rather very well, to make your school advance to the next stage. I will begin with George Spikawa. Your observations so far.
All right, thank you very much. It's an interesting start to this debate, the semi-final, and I have to say kudos to both speakers. Even though at some point they began to stutter with their point, and I need to make this clear to the speakers right here. At some point you might stutter, but please don't let that deter you. Do not be discouraged. Pick yourself up and keep moving. All right, because you stuttered at some point doesn't mean it's over. I noticed that Christabel at some point felt she was forgetting some of the points. So just keep moving, and keep moving. Also, Christabel also made a couple of points in the debate, but I'm just going to pick out one, the part of underage enrollment, and she didn't exactly explain how JAMB would help to curb underage enrollment. She didn't exactly do justice to that. And from one call, he put up a couple of good points. Do I read out the points now?
You can go ahead.
Yeah, we put up a couple of very good points and talked about bribery, because he was proposing for tertiary institutions, talk about bribery and all that. And I would say when it comes to bribery, the two sides are flawed on that issue. He didn't exactly drive home the point on that for me also, but also talked about the issue of computers being introduced, digitization of the examination, something I also picked up on that. So I have to say I'm very impressed with that. Total, do we go with that now?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
We will get to that after we are done with the first round and second round before the rebuttal stage.
All right, so for me, that's what I have for the meantime for the first phase of the debate.
Over now to you, Judge Sonny.
Well, like George Spike just mentioned, they started well, the first and the second speakers, but along the line, it's like when you cram something and something happens, so you begin to find where you left those things. I'm sure that, or I hope that when the second speakers will come up, probably they will pick up from where the first speakers left it. But having said that, from what we got from Nwankwo Nkem Nocherem, I think I like the way you started by giving us background of the establishment of JAMB. I love that part. You understand me? And you took us back to the person under whose government JAMB was established, and you equally went ahead to tell us that JAMB is outdated. So I wouldn't know, but for the fact that people are still writing JAMB, I don't know if JAMB officials are listening, they might feel that you tell us by telling us that you want to say something. Okay, go ahead.
I say that JAMB is a product of an outdated government and should be scrapped out.
Yeah, so that's it. So it means that JAMB is outdated. It should be outdated.
Yes.
Yeah. So when you say that something is a product of an outdated government, that a military regime introduced JAMB, so you should face off with the military. That's your point anyway. And he went ahead to tell us about meeting standards. You understand me? Because like an institution, for instance, in Imba FM, when you have, if you are given the opportunity, the management to choose who they want to work here, you have your standard. So, I mean, it's still valid for for me. I mean, there are a couple of points that he reeled out, and I want to commend you for that. But going forward, you should try to at least tell our listeners, or to tell us, give a little bit insight to what the points that you are raising. Then for Joseph Christabel, I wouldn't say that I am not impressed with what I have seen. I don't want to sound conclusively, but when the first time we met you, I was impressed, with what you did here. So, but what happened to Nwankwo, it happened to you, and you began to find your words. So I do hope that your backup, Okam Miracle, will do a great job. I like your mannerism on the stage there, but you were lagging behind in points. So I do hope that you'll be able to make up. I think that's just a few.
All right, now to the only female judge in the studio, Judge Utarima.
Thank you, Michael. They both started on a very good note. But then, like Judge Sonny said, when you cram something, at some point, you might forget some points. And it's like, without this, you can't move to the next statement. You start making incoherent statements. But then, aside that, I think you're doing well. Nwankwo Nkem, you made a lot of valid points. You see, the thing with the debate is, what we are treating today, the topic is tertiary institutions should be responsible for entrance examinations. A lot of listeners should be able to be convinced by your points. Nigerian students will go baba and all that. That they will be able to relate. People who write or people who have written JAMB will say, this is true. People who have written JAMB could also say, more, what this other lady, Joseph Christabel, said is true. I feel like JAMB should stay. It's a good thing. At the end of the day, you have to convince us with your points. It's not just to drop the points one and leave our imagination to it. You have to try to drive the point home as much as possible. But so far, so good. Please, another thing is you should try to calm down. All right? You're talking, I don't know, you're rushing. You can take your time. There's no rush. There's no speed per se. Just take your time, make your points so that you don't forget anything. And also to you, darling Christabel, you're doing well. I listened to you on the first day. You're doing well, but you can do better. Okay, good luck on the next round.
Thank you to our judges. My co-moderators also here.
I'm just going to take something from what Judge Utarima said. You have to calm down. You both came in strongly, but in the end, I don't know what happened. Okay, just calm down, give your points, and then drive it home. Okay, so the listeners and everybody that is participating can understand where you're coming from and where you're taking your points to as well. Okay.
Now that we've heard the lead speakers from both schools, both teams, and their compelling arguments, let us go straight to the supporting stage of this debate. This time we're starting with Galaxy JAMB College, the opposing school. You can walk to the stage. All right. Galaxy JAMB College is opposing the topic tertiary education or tertiary institutions should be responsible for entrance examination, not JAMB. And supporting that motion or supporting for Galaxy JAMB is Okam Miracle, a 15-year-old from SS3 Science, aspiring to be a dermatologist. Miracle.
Sir.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready to fill in the gaps created by your lead speaker?
Yes, sir.
As observed by all the judges?
Yes, sir.
All right. If you're ready, your time starts now.
Isn't it funny in the first place that this topic is a debate? On the average, JAMB registers over 1.8 million candidates and are also responsible for over 800,000 admission slots yearly, cutting across universities, polytechnics, monotechnics, and colleges of education. According to Statista.com, there are a total of 1,854,261 undergraduate students in over 170 universities, federal, state, and private included, in Nigeria. This is approximately the same number just one body JAMB has to be responsible for yearly, annually. And yet, my opponent is here saying that JAMB should be relinquished of the position of conducting entrance examination to tertiary institutions. Before I go further, I would like to recognize the moderator, panel of adjudicators, the timekeeper, my learned opponents, listeners at home. Good day to you all. My name is Okamako from Galaxy JAMB College, and I'm here standing strongly in support of my colleague here to say that tertiary institutions should not be responsible for conducting entrance examinations. JAMB conforms to the global best practices in maintaining the academic standards of Nigeria. They do this by making sure that these students are academically prepared and have the qualified knowledge and skills for entering the tertiary institutions. They also help in conducting entrance examination for prospective undergraduates. They fill in the gaps presented by the tertiary institution by making sure that qualified candidates are put in there. If the United States of America have their own unified entrance examination body, which is called the Scholastic Aptitude Test (SAT) and the American College Test (ACT), it would be unheard of for us to relinquish us, in this case JAMB. Second, JAMB works hand in hand with the National Council on Education (NCE) in terms of the educational curriculum calendar and programs in tertiary institutions. This allows for no room for any form of delay by any school, even when ASIS strike is a delay. This synergy, of course, goes a long way in helping the board to step up. It makes the students academically progress and the tertiary institutions obey and comply to instructions. In acknowledgement to this feat, the former Minister of Education, Malam Adamu, was quoted on the November 7th, 2022 JAMB bulletin saying JAMB has brought a great relief to candidates and the public alike. And what can be more reassuring than the testimony of this great custodian of education? I ask my opponents. The only thing that is alternate to this would only result in dethroning meritocracy just to give mediocrity a chance, and this I beg to differ. Thirdly, JAMB as a unifier brings about national unity. JAMB as a unifier brings about national unity by making sure that students all across the nation have a level playing ground. It makes sure that the discrimination or disparity which may come or be greeted by these potential students are addressed right there and then, and this may come as a virtue of tribe, gender, or physical conditions. There is no gain saying that nepotism, tribalism, and other divisive conservations would have been characteristics in the decision choices of these tertiary institutions. Yet, having JAMB has solved all these problems. Again, it's transportation. If tertiary institutions are given room to conduct their own tertiary examinations, there will be problems as students have to travel long miles or to reach their desired school and write their examination. Some may spend up to 5, 3, or 6 days according to the destination they are traveling, and this can go a long way in affecting their performances in the examination. With this following point of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you that JAMB should not relinquish their position as the conductors of the entrance examination into tertiary institutions, because they play a long role in our society today. Thank you very much.
And there you have it, our debate is reaching its peak as we welcome the second supporting speaker from the proposing school, Holy Cross Secondary School, proposing the topic: tertiary institutions should be responsible for entrance examination, not JAMB. Standing on the podium right now is the supporting speaker for Holy Cross Secondary School, Onyejiji Chidima of SS3 Science, a 16-year-old aspiring to be a nurse. Chidima, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Clear your throat.
Yes, sir.
I can't hear you.
I'm ready.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Is your voice coming out well now?
Sure.
Okay. If you're ready, your time starts now.
Still standing on the existing protocol. My name is Onyejiji Chidima of Holy Cross Secondary School, Umachamaba, and I stand to propose this motion which says that tertiary institutions should be responsible for entrance exam, not JAMB. Permit me to ask this question, which will habitually uncoil the drift of this impression. How do you think relying solely on the result of JAMB will encapsulate the capability and talent of this student? By the way, or initially, JAMB was created to ensure standardized and infiltration of malpractice. JAMB was set out to assess the ability or outlook of students in the same criteria, fostering equity and transparency. But the outcome is another thing. The outcome has become an unwanted result. The first year, just in 1 year, 89 students was recorded or caught during exam malpractice by Proxy. 32 was caught smuggling mobile phone and other devices into examination hall, and many more who were caught doing this unholy act. If there were 100% of students taking this examination, 90% of them involved in examination malpractice, which is one of the reasons why they should be taken, where this entrance exam responsibility should be taken from them. Again, this is the one that addles me. The yearly recast of the price of JAMB form. Last year, a few years ago, the price of JAMB form was 5,700. This year, I had my opinion say 6,000. Is it the price of registration or JAMB form? The price of JAMB form, the present price is 7,700, and this is causing a problem. People are beginning to ask whether the group fixing this price have an idea of the economic situation, but JAMB don't care. They see this as a money-making menace or venture, which is one of the responsibilities should be stripped of them. Again, is the inconsistency of JAMB. This is the one that triggers me and mental hang in despair. The consistency of changing cutoff mark. It's very bad. They do this in order to harbor failure, thereby making way for mediocre to enter inside tertiary institution without being qualified. JAMB have severally reduced the cutoff mark of their school, even to the rate of reducing it from the university normal cutoff mark of 180, from 180 to 130. Because I've not seen a formidable mark of 120. For God's sake, 120 is too poor or too deep of a score to be accepted for admitting students into tertiary institution. Again, is manipulation of examination results. But according to the report of one Miss Mesoma Joy Ejikeme, who single-handedly manipulated her result, this was later discovered by people after they started asking questions of how come she got that high score. Then they made some investigation and found out she manipulated her result. Under the watch of JAMB, they couldn't find this out. And you said they should be responsible for contributing, they should be responsible for conducting entrance exam. Again, there have been several cases whereby students perform prominently well in exam but are still denied the opportunity to get admission into tertiary institution. Some might put this into the closure of school portal, but if you look at it closely from the point of view, you will see that if tertiary institution were the one to conduct this examination, there will hardly be a time for JAMB to delay in release of course to schools, and this intelligent and brilliant student will not be losing out or even repeating their exam. Again, is overpopulation. On 10th January 2023, just last year, the JAMB registrar, Professor Esak Oleyede, yes, reduced the number of JAMB centers across country. Why? He already know that JAMB centers we have. He fully know that they are very much occupied during examination. Why would he reduce it? He went ahead reducing the number of JAMB centers in Ogun State from 43 to 21. Can you imagine? He reduced the one in Abia State from 21 to 14. Even reducing the one in Kogi State, knowing fully well they have few JAMB centers, which is 17, he reduced it to 16. I know with these few points of mine, I've been able to convince you that tertiary institution should be the one responsible for their entrance exam, because students are not registering or admitting to enter JAMB. They are registering and admitting to enter into tertiary institution. So they should be responsible for their entrance exam. Thanks.
There you have it. We're done with the lead speakers and supporting speakers from both schools. It is the debate competition for secondary schools in Abia State. Semi-finals right here. Yes, indeed. One school will make it to the final. Which school will make it to the final? Between Holy Cross Secondary School and Galaxy JAMB College. The judges are computing their scores right now. They will tell us how far and also give a word of encouragement to the speakers. Don't forget that we have another session of this debate at 4 p.m. Sky Blue Diamond Academy will be facing St. Bridget's College. Sky Blue Diamond Academy is proposing the topic minimum wage increment is unrealistic at a time like this, while St. Bridget's College is opposing that topic. Minimum wage increment is unrealistic at a time like this. But we're still with the first round of the semi-finals right here in the studios of Enyimba TV and Radio Limited, right here in the city of Aba, the commercial hub, the industrial hub of Abia State. Let me head back to the judges and see what they have in their spreadsheet. But my co-moderator is very much here. She's been listening with rapt attention. I'm sure she wants to say something too.
Okay, it's been wonderful, even though there were a little bit of stuttering here and there, but it's been wonderful. You know, Galaxy JAMB and Holy Cross Secondary School doing their best to tell us that tertiary institutions should be responsible for entrance examination and not JAMB. They've been convincing so far, and I'm hoping that the judges, will do the needful and, may the best man win.
Okay. Now to the judges. I will begin with you, Judge Utariba. Do we have something from you? Are you ready? Okay, just a moment. Then over to you, George Sonny. Are you ready for us? Not yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, you can go ahead then.
Well, like we observed when the first speakers finished, doing their presentation, towards the end of their presentations, they started, stuttering and having laid backs, from the way they started. So we expected to have fireworks. This is semi-finals. I don't know what was happening, but probably during the rebuttal we should be able to expect something stronger from them. So far, for the proposing school, Holy Cross, the first speaker was able to garner 30 points in his presentation points.
A round of applause for that's Holy Cross.
Yes, Holy Cross.
One K Notcheren, 30 points.
Yes. Then in his style of presentation, he got 7 points.
7 points. That's 7 out of 10. The style of presentation. Yes.
Then for the second speaker for Holy Cross, well, this
that's
is
Chidima.
Yes, this is her first time of being here, so I wouldn't know if the code we have here, the studio is affecting her. I expected to see that vibe from her, having replaced the other speaker. Well, in her presentation points, she got 12 points.
12 points.
And her presentation style, she got 6 points.
6 points. 6 out of 10.
Yes, that is a total of 18 points.
18. A round of applause for Holy Cross Secondary School.
Then for Joseph Christabel,
that's Galaxy Gem.
Yes, Galaxy Gem. Christabel got 8 points in her presentation style.
That's 8 out of 10.
And her presentation points, she got 15.
15.
A total of 23 points. Then for the second speaker for Galaxy Gems, Okam Miracle, she got 18 points in her presentation points. For her presentation style, she got 7 points.
7 out of 10. That's Okam Miracle.
Yes. So making it total of 25 points.
We are done with Judge Sonny. A round of applause to both schools, please. It's not easy. Well done, guys. Well done. Well done. A very tight one from Coach Sonny. Let us head straight to Coach Utarima right now.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Michael. I'll start with Galaxy Gem College.
All right.
The lead speaker, Joseph Christabel, for presentation points, a total of 20 points.
20 for Joseph Christabel.
And for her presentation style, a total of 6. So that's a sum total of 26 for Joseph Christabel, the main speaker of Galaxy Gem College. Moving on to Okam Miracle. Okam Miracle, your presentation points, I gave you a total of 12. And your presentation style, 5. That's a subtotal of 17 points.
A subtotal of 17 points.
Okay. Holy Cross Secondary School, the main speaker, Wankwo Nkem. Presentation points, he dished a lot of points, you would agree with me, yeah? I gave him a total of 31 points. And presentation style, 7, that is a subtotal of 38. Presentation points for Onyejeje Chidimma. Onyejiji, sorry, Chidimma. Presentation points, total of 18. And her style, 6, that's 24.
All right. And now to Judge Spike. Give us your observation, and of course, before you head straight to the score sheet.
Observation?
Yes, indeed.
All right, for observations quickly, I want to say kudos to both sides again, and Okam Miracle for Galaxy JAMB, who was actually opposing, made some very interesting points. Right, there was a point talked about SAT. I talked about the United States having SAT, and said that if they haven't scrapped theirs, why should we scrap ours? America is America, Nigeria is Nigeria. We're at two different places. All right, so you use what works for your system at that point. America is not a standard for us. That's a point you need to note. I like the way you talk about destination, saying that JAMB makes it easier for you to access your centers, unlike you might be going to a university with that might be hours away from where you reside. So I love that point that you used right there. For Onyejiji, talked about profit, and we know that JAMB remits profit to the federal government, so they are profit based also. So I love that point that you made right there. And also you went all the way talking about cut-off marks in terms of reduction in cut-off marks, which I remember when the cut-off marks were reduced, but some persons talked about saying that there seems to be mediocrity in our education right there. When she brought that up, I was surprised, but I liked it that when Yejiji went all the way there. So to the two speakers, I want you to congratulate yourself. She did well. Let's go to the score sheet. For Holy Cross Secondary School, Wankwo, I gave you 19 points for your presentation point.
And the lead speaker.
Yes, the lead speaker. And 6 points for your presentation style, which is a subtotal of 25 points. And then supporting speaker for Holy Cross, talking about Onyejiji Chidimma, gave you 15 points for your presentation points, and 7 points for your presentation style, making a total of 22 points. And to Galaxy JAMB College, Joseph Christabel, who is the lead speaker for the school, gave you 15 points for your presentation, and 5 points for your presentation style, making the total of 20. And Okam Miracle got 13 for presentation points and 5 for presentation style, making it a total of 18 points.
There you have it. I know this is the time you've been waiting for, the rebuttal. The rebuttal stage will come. We will take messages, we will take calls, but not now, all right? Not now. We will take a break now. When we return, the schools will have to present one speaker each to sustain their argument, to counter argument from the opposing school. And that stage, we call it rebuttal stage. And you also have the opportunity to drop your closing points, closing arguments in just 5 minutes. So you present your best man, I believe, so that your school will qualify for the finals of this competition. A round of applause to both schools again, please. You guys are doing well. Well done. It is the debate competition for secondary schools in Abia State, and Holy Cross Secondary School is proposing the topic: tertiary institutions should be responsible for entrance examination, not JAMB, while Galaxy JAMB College is opposing. We have another one coming up at 4 p.m. The topic is minimum wage increment is unrealistic at a time like this. When we return, it will be the time for the rebuttal. Stay tuned.
Attention, attention, attention. The general public is hereby placed on notice. So, this property is not for sale. Please do not allow yourself to be scammed by scammers parading themselves as agents. You are hereby warned. Signed, O.U. Uwakwe, Mrs., on behalf of the family.
The semi-finals of the On the Contrary debate tournament has 4 aspiring schools aiming for glory. Sky Blue Diamond Academy beat their opponents and emerged as the winning school in the first round of the tournament on Monday, 18th March 2024. Galaxy JAMB College, however, won the next round, proving to us that they are gems indeed. Holy Cross Secondary School fought their way through, joining the list of the top 4 schools advancing to the semi-finals. St. Bridget's College, the first ever champion of the On the Contrary debate, is here again. Will they retain their undefeated streak? Find out this Friday by 12 noon and 4 p.m. respectively on Aimba 94.3 FM, Legend 98.3 FM, and Rose 101.9 FM, Abba.
Life no game. But some people they run insane. Them saying human beings to their grave. Brother, not true what they talk. Make you look wrong to world. Prostitution they blow like bomb. Now why some girls they kill their unborn child. If you go to motherless baby, you go see abandoned kids. Them they cry for the morning tea. It's clear they no go see to see. I beg make you hear me say, Uluradakana no yara, Uluradakana no yara, Uluradamanya be. I beg make you hear me say, you should take care of the little children. You should take care of the little children. You take care of the leaders of tomorrow. I hope everybody they hear this message we they share. As you can see, all the kids need care. It's unfair. Many children they shed tears. Then they cry for help. Then they cry for survive. Every day and night. Even if you don't need them, save their life. Because there's nothing so important like child. Then they cry, then they shout to know. They need to be given the chance to grow. Because now them be leaders of tomorrow. Children help me sing. You should take care of the children. You should take care of the children. You should take care of the leaders of tomorrow. I beg make you hear them sing. You should take care of the little children. You should take care of the little children. You should take care of the leaders of tomorrow. This not the matter, not the truth of the matter. Our children just scatter, in no proper. Where we did in they suffer. our sons, our daughters. See children crying, see children dying. Everybody's watching and nobody's helping.
Make we try to dey show love to the motherless. We go give hope to the helpless.
Them go talk am again, no. Again and again, no. Chineke mo, I beg make you hear them sing. You dey hear them sing. You dey hear them sing. Oh yeah, I beg make you hear them sing. Oh no. You should take care of the I beg make you hear them sing. Everybody hear them sing. My better people make una hear them sing. You cannot lead us of tomorrow. Save them from this kind of sorrow. Breaking the back way. Save them from killing their brother. Now they lead us of tomorrow. Make you hear me sing. You should take care of the little children. You should take care of the little children. You should take care of the leaders of tomorrow. Make you hear them sing, oh no. Care of the little children, oh no. Care of the little children, oh no. Leaders of tomorrow. Make you hear them sing, oh no. Oh no, no. Leaders of tomorrow. My children, my children, my children.
We are the future, we are the dream, we are the nation, we are part of this. Yes, we are so amazing, that's the least. At the heart of the nation, changing history. How can they say that we are finished? We have just begun. When we have nowhere else to run to, nowhere else to go. So get out of the way of the land of our dreams. We are the nation, we are part of this. Oh. We are the nation, we are part of this. Whoa, carry the song, carry the sound. The future is here, the future is here. Goodbye yesterday, tomorrow is now for the taking. The future is here, the future is here. I am the future, I am the future, I am the dream. I am the nation, I am part of this. Yes, I am so amazing. That's the least I shall be. The least I shall be. At the heart of the nation, changing history. How can they say that we are finished? We have just begun. When we have nowhere else to run, nowhere else to run to, nowhere else to go. So get out of the way of the land of my dreams. We are the future.
The semi-finals of the On the Contrary debate tournament has 4 aspiring schools aiming for glory. Sky Blue Diamond Academy beat their opponents and emerged as the winning school in the first round of the tournament on Monday, 18th March 2024. Galaxy JAMB College, however, won the next round, proving to us that they are gems indeed. Holy Cross Secondary School fought their way through, joining the list of the top 4 schools advancing to the semi-finals. St. Bridget's College, the first ever champion of the On the Contrary debate, is here again. Will they retain their undefeated streak? Find out this Friday by 12 noon and 4 p.m. respectively on Aimba 94.3 FM, Legend 98.3 FM, and Rose 101.9 FM, Abba. Semi-finals of the On the Contrary debate tournament has 4 aspiring schools aiming for glory. Sky Blue Diamond Academy beat their opponents and emerged as the winning school in the first round of the tournament on Monday, 18th March 2024. Galaxy JAMB College, however, won the next round, proving to us that they are gems indeed. Holy Cross Secondary School fought their way through, joining the list of the top 4 schools advancing to the semi-finals. St. Bridget's College, the first ever champion of the On the Contrary debate, is here again. Will they retain their undefeated streak? Find out this Friday by 12 noon and 4 p.m. respectively on Aimba 94.3 FM, Legend 98.3 FM, and Rose 101.9 FM, Abba.
Thank you so much. And we're back for the last round of the first semi-final for our school radio debate. A round of applause. Thank you. On the contrary, a debate competition for secondary schools in Abia State. Of course, just before we went for the break, the topic has been and is still tertiary institutions should be responsible for entrance examination, not JAMB. And Holy Cross Secondary School is proposing, while Galaxy JAMB College is opposing. Right, we have another one coming up at 4 p.m. So, welcome back. We've witnessed an engaging exchange of ideas from both sides, and now it's time to dive into the rebuttal round. Each team will have the opportunity to address the arguments presented by the opposing side and strengthen their own position. So let's begin the rebuttal round. Who is representing Holy Cross Secondary School?
Hi, sir. Wankon Kem Nochere.
All right. Wankon Kem Nochere, the lead speaker of Holy Cross, is representing. Well done. And who is representing Galaxy JAMB College?
Hi, sir. Joseph Christabel, the lead speaker.
All right, great. So let's begin. We're starting with you, Nkem. You can walk to the stage right now. Let's begin the rebuttal round. This is the deciding round for your school. If your school will step further to the next round, which is the finals of this competition, of course. Are you ready? Okay, I'm not sure. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
You have just 5 minutes. Your time starts now.
To whom much is given, much is expected. I appreciate you, the moderator, for giving me this great opportunity to summarize my points. Plato, a great philosopher, once said, "A man is truly free when he is fulfilling his duties or roles to the state to the best of his abilities." Why do I say this? As far as our country, Nigeria, is concerned, tertiary institutions are not independent as claimed. They should be responsible of conducting their entrance examination. As protection from authoritarian regimes, there should be this autonomous environment to help them strive. I would like to bring to our understanding that JAMB deprives of an institution the important source of IGR. The important source of IGR. In their quest to reduce this, they introduce post-UTME, MPCEME, PPT, DPT, and ELDS. My opponents are in the right position to tell us the meaning of these acronyms. Have you ever asked yourself this question, my opponents? Why do some other institution? Why do some institution consult, or why do some institution organize aptitude tests since they know that students have taken JAMB? That will bring me to the point I mentioned formerly, transparency. This is because they know that JAMB has failed in handling transparent examination, and the standards of the exam and the standards of this exam have been compromised by unscrupulous elements that uses this opportunity to enrich their pockets. Another question is this: why do our dear democratic country have no cases of international students? It is a joke to expect a foreign student to subject themselves to the games of JAMB admission processes when they have other universities in other countries who give transparent and open admission. It is high time we took a step to our democracy, because our dear democratic country is not democratic. Other democratic country gives freedom for a tertiary institution to conduct entrance examination. I heard my opponent mention about transportation. Excuse me, you say that transportation, that entrance exam conducted by tertiary institution exposes the students or candidates to risk. Are you and they sleep 6 days to 7 days in the bush? Are you that tertiary institution provides accommodation for these students? But in JAMB, there is nothing like this. Still on this transportation, I have a friend who went to JAMB last year, who complained of by name Victor Onyemechi, who complained of how he slept 3 days in the bush because of where he went to write his JAMB. There was no accommodation for him. Another point you mentioned there is JAMB is quite affordable. Let me shock you. JAMB is not affordable. The amount of JAMB registration last year is not the amount used for registration this year. Last year was either 4,700, but this year was 7,700. Get that in your head. Also, as a legal practitioner, I would like to quote this. The 1993 JAMB decree provides in section 5, subsection 1, that the board should be responsible for the general control and conduct of entrance examination into universities, colleges of education, and polytechnics in Nigeria, with whatever name called. Go and verify. Another quote is this: education is under concurrent list. Education is under concurrent legislative list in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. In the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, section 29 and 30 of the second part of the second schedule of the concurrent legislative list. And as a legal practitioner I'm aspiring to be, I quote this. It states that the House of Assembly should have right, or shall have power with the respect to establishment of an institution and to make law for the purpose of universities. And the laws establishing federal university states clearly that the selection of a person for admission as a student into the university is the function of the university and not JAMB. So this should be considered without any sentiment. It is high time we stop living under the decrees of an outdated government. In short, why should JAMB be responsible for this entrance exam? Are candidates admitting into JAMB institution or tertiary institution? With all this, I still remain one Ken Noche Meslinis from Holy Cross Secondary School. With all this, I rest my case.
And that's it for Holy Cross Secondary School. Proposing the topic, tertiary institutions should be responsible for entrance examination, not JAMB. One last chance, the last chance for Galaxy JAMB College now opposing the topic. And this is the rebuttal round. Of course, this whether make or mar your movement to the next round, which is the last stage of this competition. And we have Joseph Christabel ready to present. Christabel, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
If you're ready, you have just 5 minutes and your time starts now.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator, for giving me the final opportunity to bury this debate. In my own view, my opponent has not convinced us all clearly that tertiary institutions should be the ones responsible for conducting entrance examination. You talked about technical glitches during exam, or supposedly technical glitches during JAMB examination. And I asked, didn't you experience the same glitches last week all over Africa, where there was a total network shutdown in the whole horizon in Africa? Don't you know that Nigeria is a developing country, and so we are bound to face all these type of problems? You talking about glitches only in JAMB doesn't mean that tertiary institutions don't experience such glitches too. Also, talking about transparency, hasn't it ever occurred to you that students who don't pass the cut-off marks for the tertiary institution go on the ground in trying to bribe their way into the institutions? Hasn't it ever occurred to you that such things can happen? You also talked about fairly used computers. And I wonder, how many tertiary institutions can boast of ICT centers that can carry over hundreds of thousands of candidates who would like to seek admission into such tertiary institution while writing their entrance examination? You also made mention of the exorbitant prices JAMB charge for the examination. Didn't you know that it is actually 6,200 naira that JAMB actually charge for this examination? You talking about JAMB charging exorbitant prices make me remember that some tertiary institutions are ready to charge hundreds of thousands in order to have such students admitted into their institution. My opponent, since you believe that JAMB is a service of an outdated government, then I would prefer that you do not sit for JAMB when you have to write your entrance examination. My judges, I believe I have cleared beyond doubt that JAMB should be the ones responsible for conducting entrance examination. Thank you.
Straight to the point. Without clocking 5 minutes on the stage. Yes. And this is the time we're waiting for. It's like the speakers brought in the fire. They left the best for the last, tackling themselves at the jugular, saying, I no go agree. That's in quote now. What I saw on stage, this rebuttal round. Ifoma.
Okay, so I feel like they all woke up from, I think the sleep. And they all brought the fire. Both of them brought the fire, not wanting to leave anything untouched. And yes, this is what we expected during the first round. But you brought it now, and it's beautiful. It's wonderful.
It is a close one, a tight one, with what I'm saying. But I need to let you know that everyone is a winner. It is not a do or die affair, all right? And I'm still pleading to the teachers and the proprietors and the supporters that this is not a do or die affair, all right? That you didn't win today doesn't mean you can't participate tomorrow and win. It is important that we're promoting healthy competition right here. Okay. Over to the phone lines right now. We're going to take comments, we're going to take messages before we head back to the judges to tell us how far so far. 0809 666 0943 or 0708 000 0918. Those are the numbers for you to participate on the show. Good evening, good afternoon rather.
Welcome.
Yes, you have 30 seconds.
Yes, okay. The way the school prepared this candidate is poor. I commend the first speaker of Holy Cross School. Then they changed the nurse. They changed one of their candidates this afternoon. So that change the nurse is wrong. But both schools try.
The network, sorry. All right, thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my favorite presenter, Michael.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this is Evangelist Odeplachi Kimber Mines, calling all the way from Mogula Modingwa. I want to express my happiness this afternoon towards the wonderful performances of those children. I want to say that they have made our hands lifted because we, the financiers of their school fees, we are happy that our money is not being wasted. So I want to thank them to keep it up, and also want to thank the management and the staff of Enyimba FM, Aba, especially you, Michael, and those that and the other crews that are there. You people are doing wonderful. And I want to urge all the stations in Aba to emulate what people are doing. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. Good afternoon to you. 0708 000 0918 0809 666 0943. Let's run through some comments on our socials right now. See, I love you what you guys are doing. That's coming from Anne Uhoma. We have comments for and against. Beta Pikin says, kudos to Enyimba Radio and TV. Your styles are different. You guys are superb. You don't know the height you people have taken Abia and Abia State too, ramifications. And the people arguing for and against. Esther NBBC says, this is very impressive from both schools. More wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to you all. Let's head to our judges now to see, to listen to them. This is the deciding moment of this debate. Judge Tarima, are you ready for us?
Yes, please.
All right.
Okay, as your co-moderator said, they brought the fire in this very round. I am so proud. I am proud of Wankwo Nkem, proud of Joseph Christabel. You've done so well. You've done noble. But then, Wankwo Nkem, there's something I noticed. I noticed that, you keep repeating over and over again. I don't know where that comes from, but I'm just trying to make this correction just in case you move to the next round. Just take note of it. You keep repeating. And there's something that you said. Candidates admitting into JAMB. Are candidates admitting into JAMB, or are they admitted? I mean, please, can you explain further?
I say that should JAMB be responsible for this entrance examination? Are candidates admitting into JAMB institution or tertiary institution? So tertiary institution should be responsible for the conduct of examination.
That means it should be admitted, not admitting. Yes?
I say that, are they admitting, like are they applying into JAMB institution?
Alright, it's alright. Just take note of what I said about the repetition, Wanko. Alright, for Joseph Christabel from Galaxy JAMB College, rather, for your rebuttal points, I gave you a total of 9. And your closing style, I gave you 7. That's a grand total of 16. And for Wankwo Nkem of Holy Cross Secondary School, closing points, I gave you a total of 13, and your style 7. That's a grand total of 20. Thank you.
All right, that's it. A round of applause. Well done. Well done. Judge Spike, what do we have?
All right. For the rebuttal, the two speakers came with a lot of fire. Seemed they had been hiding that for a while. They came back with that, but I love it. From Wankwo of Holy Cross, talked about transparency, which I like, and credit, what we call accountability. And I noticed something in both sides. They keep talking about the price of what we call the price of the JAMB form, and I believe it's Christabel who noted that the price JAMB is 6,000 to not 7,000, which is a correction. Thank you very much. How to correct that? But funny enough, for the Holy Cross, they did not. I was expecting to have mentioned at least one price of form for the UTME, for the post UTME. When you talk about JAMB, how much? You're telling us that the JAMB fee is high. So how much is that of a tertiary institution compared to that of JAMB? We should have heard that at some point. I believe we should have made a research to find out how much they take. Is it lesser than that of JAMB? So we can hold on to that point there also. But because of time, Both parties did well, but let's score. For the rebuttal for Holy Cross, who spoke first, we have Nwankwo came in very hot. I gave him 23 points for his closing rebuttal and closing points, and 8 points for his rebuttal and closing start, making a total of 31 points. And for Christabel from Galaxy JAMB, gave you 20 points. You improved, you came better, and I like it. 20 points for your rebuttal and 7 points for your rebuttal and closing style, making it a total of 27. So it's better. We should have brought this in the first in your first speech. All right, thank you very much.
All right, there you have it. And to Judge Sonny.
Well, Mike, honestly, I was expecting the lead speaker of James College to come with, fire and brimstone, knowing that this is the last opportunity that they have to, if they are going to be in this competition. If I were you, I should be talking until the last bell, but you ended even before your time. So I wouldn't know, probably you have been able to, exhaust all the points that you have, but I pray that you will make it to the next round. So having said that, I wouldn't want to, talk about what other judges had already said. The repetition there is too much. You understand me? So we expected you to, to come with fresh ideas. Especially this rebuttal probably is to counter what the other persons, said, and I love that, from the two of you. But just that for the James College, you even, had to finish even before your time, right? So having said that, I want to say that in your points of presentation, for me, you got 18 points. Then your manner of presentation, you got 6 points from me. Then for Joy Christabel, your manner of presentation, you got 8. Then for the points made, you got 12 points.
All right, there you have it. There you have it. So I know this is the time we've been waiting for. Which school advances to the finals? This is the moment we've been waiting for. I know those that are watching online are also waiting. But before we unveil the finals winner of today's, because you're all winners, all right. I would take this moment to address talented debaters. You've done so well throughout this competition. You've showcased remarkable intelligence, eloquence, and passion for your respective positions, I must say. So regardless of the outcome, each of you has contributed to a rich and meaningful exchange of ideas that will resonate long after this final verdict is delivered. So no matter the outcome, you're all winners. A round of applause for yourselves, please. Very important. A round of applause. You've done well. You've done well. And I will also advise you to go back to our Facebook pages and watch the video so that you correct yourself. It's going to help you in public speaking. All right? Watch your participation, watch your delivery so that you can improve next time. All right? Keep the fire burning. Let the fire continue in you even outside the studio. All right? I encourage you to reflect on your performances today with pride. You've done so well. And the journey doesn't end here. No. The sky is the starting point. Well done. And we have another one coming up at 4 p.m. today, the second semi-final. It's between Sky Blue Diamond Academy proposing the topic minimum wage increment is unrealistic at a time like this. Very interesting conversation we will have later on this evening. And St. Bridget's College opposing the topic minimum wage increment is unrealistic at this time. The moment we've been waiting for is here. Are you ready for this? Because I need to hear from the speakers. See how you feeling right now. We'll start with you. Let's start with Galaxy JAMB, the lead speaker, Joseph Christabel. How you feeling right now?
Okay, sir, I feel happy because I know that I gave it my best shot, and in as much as maybe it might not be the best I have to offer, but I was happy I was able to do something today.
And do you think you're advancing to the next round?
So that's not for me to decide.
Okay, I like your answer. And Okam Miracle, how you feeling right now? Use the microphone.
I feel calm.
You're calm?
Yes.
So no tension?
No.
No tension?
No.
If you're advancing, how will you feel?
I would feel happy.
If you're not advancing, how will you feel?
I'll feel calm.
You feel calm?
Yes.
All right. And to Holy Cross Secondary School, I'll start with Onyejiji Chidima. You want to be a nurse?
Yes.
What is the inspiration behind that?
My mom, the way she takes care of us when we are somehow like sick.
Okay.
That gives me the
Is your mom a nurse?
No.
But you want to take care of sick patients?
Yes.
Okay. It's great. Wonderful. Well done. And how do you feel?
I feel anxious.
You're nervous?
Yes.
Hoping to make it to the next round.
Sure.
So if you do not make it to the next round, how will you feel?
I'll feel bad, but all the same.
All the same. And to the lead speaker of Holy Cross Secondary School, Wanko Nkeno Cherem, how do you feel?
I feel happy, but a little bit tensed.
Tensed. Why? Why are you tensed?
First, the final result hasn't been called.
Okay. Don't worry. It will be called.
Okay.
All right. To my co-moderator, she's done computing.
Yes, I'm done computing, Michael.
Yes. What do we have?
It's a fierce fight.
Okay.
I need to let you all know that all of you are stars, superstars.
Superstars. A round of
Yes.
applause, please. Well done.
Okay, so going to the results now. The first round of the debate between Holy Cross Secondary School led by Nkem. You had a total of 157 during the first round.
157 during the first round.
And for Galaxy JAMB College, during the first round of the debate, you had a total of 129 points.
A round of applause. Well done.
And to the fierce rebuttal. The fierce rebuttal round, and both sides did very well during that round. And Galaxy JAMB College had 63 points during that round. And the Holy Cross Secondary School had a total of 75 during that rebuttal time. And the grand score?
The grand score, the moment we've been waiting for, is right here. Should we take a break? I'm asking you, the speakers now, both lead. We should not take a break. Why?
Okay, would you like water? Some water or something? Okay.
All right.
All right. Holy Cross Secondary School had a grand total of 233 points.
233. Holy Cross Secondary School.
And Galaxy JAMB College had a total of 192 points.
A round of applause.
Making Holy Cross Secondary School the winner of this debate.
We have a winner. Holy Cross Secondary School advances to the final of this competition. Please, a round of applause to both schools. Well done, you did well. You did well. And I would like Galaxy JAMB to speakers, debaters rather, to shake Holy Cross. That's the camaraderie spirit we are promoting right here. Well done. Both did well. Well done, guys. So the final is next week. And now we have a winner. Holy Cross Secondary School has advanced to the final of the second in the series of our school radio debates competition right here in Abia State. Many thanks to the organizers, Eyimba TV and Radio Limited, the operator of Legend FM, Eyimba FM and Rose FM right here in the city of Aba, the commercial capital of Abia State. Many thanks to the judges, Judge Sonny Wanko, Judge Spike Awa, Judge Utarima. Many thanks to you guys for making this debate a success, and of course the guys behind the visuals on our TV station, the MCR. Many thanks to you, and of course my co-moderator. What a day it has been.
What a day.
Yes,
what
indeed.
a day. Congratulations to both schools. Like I said before, you are all superstars. Don't take anything away from this debate, okay? You are going to higher and bigger places. Just know that.
All right, that's it. We'll return 4 p.m. My name is Michael Oni.
I am Ifoma Ukwanta.